Hi, welcome to another episode of Cranial Diarrhea. I'm Tiff.
I'm Poopina. Poopina my pants.
Not in my chair.
It's going to be a
He
good
said,
thing. It's going to be a good thing. In case y'all were wondering, we were just having a conversation before the show.
I did.
And
I
then
started
she just
it.
starts the show. It's like, yeah,
I was
whatever.
like,
Okay.
whoop,
We'll
start.
just roll in. I have a caveat. If you want to tell them what we're going to research this week, then I'm going to tell you a funny story.
Hang on.
And we're not doing the mythical creature of Vanderbilt winning a football game because we're sure that may not happen.
So, in honor
But it should today.
of our season opener, the Doors are playing in Hawaii. Really wish I could be there.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I would even put on a Vanderbilt jersey if I could be there.
Regardless of whether you're a fan or not, we should have all
We
gone
should
to the
be
Vandy
there.
game.
Look, I got the shirt on. I'm representing.
Yeah. So anyway.
It's almost like Vanderbilt in Hawaii, but I think Vanderbilt's going to win tonight. I really do. I really have a good feeling about this.
I hope so.
I really have a good
I hope
feeling.
so. I don't know that I'll be able to watch the game
And-
because we're gonna do some drunken karaoke tonight. So we'll see how it goes.
I really have a feel that Vanderbilt is going to be an improved team this year. I'm not going to say bowl bound, but I'm going to say improved.
I am.
But I think if you give this coach a few years, they will be bowl bound.
as always, I remain cautiously optimistic.
We will say they should score a touchdown.
Anchor down. This isn't even accurate anymore because they changed their logo to some stupid It's the worst.
Really?
It's the worst.
I didn't know that. What'd they change to?
It looks like the Villanova V.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. New. I guess they're just trying to refresh everything, but I'm sorry. This is just. You look at this and you know who that is. You know what I mean? Anyway, I went off on a tangent.
Yep. On with the show.
So
we're talking about the mythical creature of Vanderbilt football.
So this show is actually about another cryptid, aquatic-based cryptid. This is the Cadborosaurus.
Okay. Now,
I've been calling it the Cardboard-saurus.
Before we go any further, I was reading an article on what I thought was the Cadborosaurus.
Is it the chupacabra again?
When I got down towards the middle of it, and it said, this phenomenon was made famous in American commercials for a rabbit that delivers chocolate eggs with a creamy center, the Cadbury Bunny.
No, you're not.
I was like, oh, wrong person.
No, you didn't.
But I did find the alien angle again.
Of course you did,
All
because
joking
you.
aside. But I did find some interesting stuff, and I'm going to talk about it as we go through it. But for some reason, I'm like hooked on this. And then, let me tell you this, because I was doing some stuff last night, and I was kind of reviewing the research and everything. Look, I'm even prepared. I don't even need notes today. But I was sitting there, and it was like, I don't know, 1 in the morning or something, and I got up and let the dogs out, and so I was kind of reviewing some stuff. And I started watching TV.
What he means to say is he woke up at 1 in the morning to let the dogs out and went, oh shit, I haven't looked at anything else.
No. But I started watching TV because I was reading, and I was kind of thinking the alien angle. And they were doing like a recap of the old Headbangers Ball, that used to be. And the first video on there was Ozzy Osbourne's Bark at the Moon. I thought, Ozzy's an alien. They're all aliens controlling us with music.
I'm pretty sure he would disagree with you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Interesting.
Okay. So, was that your funny story?
Yeah, wasn't it hilarious? The Cadbury Bunny. You didn't think it was funny? I thought it was hilarious.
I was expecting something a little more from you.
Wow. I did find something interesting, though, because the first part of research I found on this said it was off the bay of Cadbury, England, or Cadboro, England. But then I found research that said it was in the Pacific Ocean off the North America.
I didn't find anything about England.
I did.
This is straight on the Pacific.
And then you found one on the Pacific. I did that too. I found Pacific. But then I found that one turned up in a whale's belly in Nova Scotia. Was it Nova Scotia?
Well, that whale went a long way. I don't know. All right, so
Well, darn.
This is the Cadborosaurus. It's
Still, every time I think of the Cadbury bunny.
Canada's Loch Ness.
So it's an alien.
It's nicknamed Caddy.
Yeah. I thought of Caddyshack when I read that.
So we'll refer to it as Caddy henceforth, because the Cadborosaurus is a mouthful.
And I forget sometimes. I was trying to do the chupacabra again. We were gonna do the chupacabra.
It's like stuck on the chupacabra.
Gonna do the chupacabra. I don't know why I did that.
Anywho.
That's pretty cool.
So.
We want you to do the chupacabra. It should be a dance. We should make a chupacabra dance. I'm way off tangent.
You get right on that.
All right. I've had too much sugar.
I'll do the sea serpent dance.
I'll do the chupacabra. What's it? How's the chupacabra? I don't know. It's the chupacabra dance.
It's hard to not be racist when you're trying to come up with a chupacabra dance.
I guess it would be like the Mexican hat dance or something.
I don't know.
So
what is it? Not the chupacabra.
See, you're talking about it.
What is Caddy?
What is Caddy?
So, Caddy.
It's an alien.
Is a sea serpent in folklore of the Pacific coast of North America, centered around the Cadboro Bay. It is also classified as a living dinosaur. Okay. Sightings have been happening for over 1,000 years from Alaska to Oregon.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
How do these things stay around that long?
So this one, I found some interesting things about how it stays around. Okay, so it appears to prefer colder weather, right? So sightings are common from October to April.
That's usually when I'm out too. Which is
really interesting.
Maybe
that there's
I'm a Cadboro dragon.
That there's like a peak sighting
football
window
season.
There.
It comes out for football.
Football doesn't last until April.
Well, it does if you include the USFL season.
We don't. Naysayers believe it's nothing more than eels, whales, seals, fish, sharks, sea lions, etc.
And aliens.
But there are no known creatures matching the description collected in over 200 sightings.
So nobody said it was a bear, or was it a bear?
Mutant beaver.
Mutant beaver. Can't even say it.
Having a stroke.
Yeah. It's a mutant beaver.
I do have a description. So this thing measures between 16 and 49 feet in length, and I know that's a large...
That's not much variance.
That's a gray area, right? That's like, what?
I'm sorry. If you can't tell the difference between 16 and 44...
The neck is between 3 and 12 feet long.
How do they know it's the neck if we don't know what this actually is?
Well, I'm about to tell you, I think.
Oh, okay.
Caddy's head has been described as being similar in shape to that of a camel, horse, or giraffe. Flippers have been reported. Witnesses have seen several humps or loops directly behind Caddy's head.
So Caddy goes to Walmart and buys flippers to wear in the ocean?
It's also said to be a fast swimmer and swims in upwards of 46 miles per hour.
Wow. Think about it, as large as that animal is, moving that fast.
So, side note, it initially had that measured out in knots, and I had to
figure it out.
I didn't figure it out. I Googled it.
Google works. Google works.
Yeah. That's all I have on what is it and any kind of legend.
Okay, so I'm going to jump in here.
Okay, because all I have left is sightings.
Because I did find more stuff on this, linking it to the alien theory. Okay? But what I found interesting was...
A mosquito bit me through my jersey.
Ow. What I found interesting was, it's kind of like the offense goes to Vanderbilt's defense. It's football season.
Dynamite.
Anyway, I lost my... Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, what I found interesting is I went back and I looked and I was trying to see Am I shooting a BB gun?
We're under attack.
From a BB gun in the back.
There's a mutant beaver with a BB gun.
Oh, it's just Caddy. It's Fatty Waltz.
Came to live in my pool.
Yeah.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh, when you saw that.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Now you got me looking at that. The alien angle was pretty much the same this time, and so I thought, okay, I wonder if this is the same people. Some of it was, but some of it was different organizations. Now,
you mean the same people that are like
the theories
speculating that this is a okay?
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes. But some of it was different organizations. But the thing I found interesting was, and I couldn't find any proof of it, was the one skeletal remains that was supposed to be in the whale's stomach. It's a documented story, but there's no pictures. So
Okay.
maybe it was just a beaver. I don't know. A mutant beaver. A 49-foot mutant beaver. But I think the thing that I find most interesting, like I'd never heard of this before you told me the name of it. Never heard of it. Just like the last one, never heard of it. And the thing I'm wondering, to kind of piggyback off of what you said last week, I'm wondering if some of this is not just folklore that's spread over the years. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm pretty sure somebody saw something. But, and then I thought, well, what a marketing campaign to get tourists in, but I don't know that I've ever seen a commercial of, hey, come here and see Caddy.
Come on to North America to see the sea serpent
Come
that
over here
no
and
one's
see
ever
Caddy.
heard about.
Bring a small child.
So
It'll lure 'em in.
I do have some things that might tilt you to the side of this is
Okay, convince me.
this is legit.
Convince me.
Okay.
Folks, we're going to get convinced.
So I'm going to go in, I'm going to start with our sightings, and then I kind of found some interesting things out that was like, it made me think, oh wow, like this is, okay.
You got a little video foot.
What to say about little feet?
No, I don't really.
I don't either.
Well, I guess we need one now. I got a big old foot.
Well, alright, so there have been over 300 sightings in the last 200 years. Number one.
Okay, so there's been over 300. Do any of them have pictures?
There are pictures.
Okay.
There's also footage
Really?
on YouTube.
Of the mutant beaver. I'm going to see this footage after the show.
The footage, I'll say this, okay?
Because a couple of pictures I seen, I really couldn't
The
tell.
footage is very reminiscent of the footage that you generally see when you're looking into the Loch Ness Monster. It's very grainy. It's very, you know.
That's what I saw in pictures, and I thought they were the same pictures that I saw from the Loch Ness.
I have a picture that I'm going to share. So, in 1997.
Would you like to try that year again?
97. How old was I in 97?
In 97, oof, I
was
just got
11.
attacked. I was going to say you'd been 11 depending on the month, but I just got attacked.
Yeah,
Some bug went.
Anyway.
How old was I in 97?
Too old. So old.
So old.
A family saw this thing twice. So the first time they were traveling on their boat and spotted a log in the water, so they changed course to avoid hitting this log. They got closer to the log and it broke into 3 pieces and disappeared as they sailed past, right? So they're like, oh, that was weird. That was real weird. So the second time they noticed a wake moving back and forth, but it was running parallel to the shore and not toward the shore. So instead of coming like this, it was going like this. And so they used binoculars to get a good look. Instead, it looked like someone doing the breaststroke like a snake. I don't know what that means. 'Cause I'm not real sure.
That sounds like a bad adult movie.
I'm not real sure what that means. I've never seen a snake do a breaststroke.
First,
I thought you had to have arms.
That's what I thought. Isn't that like?
I don't
So
know.
first off, I have to ask.
So
what were they drinking and how much were they drinking?
right.
Could you imagine, officer, there was a snake doing a breaststroke. I don't know why they become Southern all at once.
Because Southern people make up shit like that.
I think a lot of people do.
We do. Not we, but like people down here.
I think that's everywhere.
Tall tales.
There's good storytellers everywhere.
Yeah. Anyway, in 2009, a fisherman filmed several minutes of footage featuring 10 to 15 creatures. Some were young. So
there was more than one.
Yes. Some were young. A short segment of this footage was shown on a show where some of the dudes from Deadliest Catch saw the footage and were like, let's find this. And so they were not successful. But you can find the footage that this fisherman got on YouTube.
And did you look at the footage?
I did, and like I said, so it's grainy. It is very reminiscent of the footage that is out there for the Loch Ness Monster. I will say, baby Cadborosaurus specimens have been captured by humans on at least 3 occasions. There is a pic of one, but it's super grainy, black and white, and it's just kind of hard to tell what you're looking at, to be honest. But photographs of the newborn Cadborosaurus specimens are stored in the British Columbia Provincial Archives. There are documented sightings, photograph sketches, sonar images of this thing. So I'm going to now pull up the clearest
I want to see this
picture.
Because everything I've seen, I just thought it was the Loch Ness.
That's my camera. That's not.
Yeah, I was like, are you taking a picture of this? Yeah. But I was wondering.
So this is a difficult. So it looks like this creature. However, it is set up on what appears to be a folding table in front of someone's garage door. So
Hey Billy, look what I caught.
I don't know. So I'll show. Here's what we got. Right. See the horse head. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's fake. Okay, I gotta look at this closer.
Okay. He doesn't have his glasses on, so he has to be like. Oh my god.
That looks like one of those plastic carousel horse heads.
I just found.
I think somebody had a bad.
Because when I looked at it, I was like, that would be some shit that like we would do down here. Like we find something weird and we're like, hey, we're gonna get a picture of this. We're gonna put this on the table.
Okay.
In front of the garage door.
Do you call the National Wildlife Association if you capture something like that? I think that's a doctrine. I think that's a man-made item.
Maybe this picture, yes.
Because it looks
like... But here's the thing. So, we have record of baby specimens having been caught on 3 different occasions. We have documented sightings. We have 300 sightings over the course of 200 years. We have those documented. We have photographs. We have sketches, but we also have sonar images of this thing. Sonar images, okay?
Now that would probably be more convincing than this.
Yeah.
Because here's what I'm looking at here. This looks like it's actually in the concrete, like it's a stand.
No, you're wrong. It's a creature.
It looks like a gas pump.
That's a sea serpent.
That's a gas pump.
Who does the breaststroke like a snake.
That's a gas pump. Folks, that is a gas pump hose. You can see the circle where...
It's not a gas pump.
Look, it's a gas pump.
It's not a gas pump. It's not a gas pump.
Okay.
That is not a gas pump.
That is a gas pump. Or a colonoscopy thing, or the colonoscopy.
This picture aside, this was maybe a poor choice of pictures.
I'm not gonna say it's fake because I don't know, but to me that looks fake. That looks like a gas pump that somebody's doctored up, or a colonoscopy thing that somebody's doctored up.
So you think that this is just
I think that's
You think
fabricated.
the picture's fabricated or
Yes.
the whole thing?
No, just that picture. Now, that's just my opinion. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything.
I think I'm so quick to believe, because I want to believe that there's weird shit out there, that I'm just like, hell yeah, that's...
But I'm really...
That's legit. That thing on that folding table in front of that garage door is completely...
That gas pump from BP.
legitimate.
I'm going to take a picture
That's
of the gas
real.
pump. And I'm going to show you. It looks like
I just want to believe.
Well, and I think maybe I'm kind of on that opposite end of the spectrum where I'm very cynical about things like that. So it's
my
like...
job to make you believe.
It's your job to make me believe, but
Failing.
not with that picture, because that's
Failed.
a gas pump hose. Yeah,
It's not a gas pump hose.
I think it is.
No.
But it's
Why
all
would
good.
you put a gas pump hose on a folding table in front of a garage door?
Because you
and
can
be
make
like,
it.
"This
You
is
put a
creature."
little costume on the gas pump hose with a fin and make it look like a chupacabra. I mean,
We are not doing the
Cadborosaurus.
chupacabra.
I know I'm stuck on chupacabras. I'm fascinated by the chupacabra. But I'll give you that. Even if, okay, let's just say
We
that's,
might have to do a show on the chupacabra just to shut him the fuck up about the chupacabra. We might have to like stop the water based and move on to land. Just one show so
I
we
can
can
do
get
the
the chupacabra out of the way.
I think I just like saying
Driving me
chupacabra.
nuts with the chupacabra. I did find a really cool one though.
But was there any more pictures that you have that you're like, okay, this is
Full
real?
transparency, probably. Did I look for them? No.
My thing is,
You know why? Because I did the research at like 7 o'clock this morning.
oh, we are so prepared. I do not.
Whatever, I carry this show.
You do. I'm the comic relief.
Are you?
Yeah. Just ask my number one fan.
She doesn't think you're funny anymore.
Yes, she does.
Uh-uh.
Well, I'll be my
I actually
number
got
one.
to chill with her in person, and that was pretty cool.
I'll be my number one. Did she
I
ask for
also-
an autograph?
No. Why would she want my autograph?
No, mine.
She doesn't want your autograph. Nobody wants your autograph.
Everybody wants my autograph.
No, you don't. No one.
I'm like that guy in that insurance commercial. I just grabbed somebody's ass.
I also sent a link of the show to my boss. So I can't bitch about work anymore.
No. Those days are done. But folks, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a gas hose. Somebody at a 7-Eleven said, let's make a
I was like,
Cadborosaurus.
what?
The show prep's kicking in.
What's
We're
a
going to
gas
make
hose?
a Cadbury bunny out of a gas hose.
Very funny. So, given the, let's put the picture aside. Okay? Let's pretend that I never showed you that stupid fucking picture.
Okay, no pitch.
Okay, we're gonna erase that from our memories.
I can't.
Lore or legit?
You know, they're seeing something. Is it possible that there is this ancient dinosaur creature that survived in the depths of the ocean?
Not just one. Multiple.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just when I say creature, I mean like a whole...
Losing a lot of blood out here.
The mosquitoes are biting. Call the Red Cross. I need an infusion.
Yeah.
Is it possible that there is something that has survived that long in the depths of the ocean? Well, sure. Anything's possible, right? People are seeing something. But is it a mystical creature? No,
Nobody
I think
said
it's,
it was mystical.
I think it's more of a mysterious creature.
Which is the very definition of a cryptid.
But I'm going to say legend.
You're saying you're really going with legend
I'm still going with legend.
after sonar imaging.
If you throw a gas pump hose in the ocean...
They
But let me say this. You moved my needle from like here on legend to like right about here. I'm kind of 50-50 on it now. You have moved me.
I feel like we just hit a shift in the show. Like going forward, It is my mission, because I believe all of this shit, because I'm gullible.
And I think
apparently.
they're gas pumps.
So going forward, I feel like it is 100% my mission to make you believe.
I think you've moved me from 0 to maybe, I'm not going to go 50-50, but I would go maybe 35-40%. You did move me on this one with something. But when I looked at that picture, that kind of slid it back from 50-50 to about 35%.
I told you to forget about the picture.
Well, I can't forget about the gas pump picture now.
It's one picture.
I know, but it's...
The garage door should have been a red flag.
It should have been a red flag. and the BP sign out front, you know. Hey, I'm just saying. But I really do think people are seeing something. I'm not sure if it's a mutant beaver, but they're seeing something. But I don't know that it is this...
Cadborosaurus.
Yeah.
Caddy.
Oh, Caddy. Oh, Caddy.
You know what's really... I'm finding it interesting that a lot of these we've done too, but like both of the cryptids that we've done thus far, minus the mermaids, are so very similar to the Loch Ness, and it makes me wonder if it's not all the same thing.
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Just branched off into different regions, and so people are calling it different things.
And what I'm wondering about that is, and you said mutant beaver, and all joking aside,
hot man.
That's so prep.
No, it's just Jersey.
Sometimes you wonder because animals and humans, we adapt to different changes in environments and all. So it could be the same creature,
Is
just
it cold?
adapted.
Is it generally cooler? It's got to be, right, in Scotland? It's generally cooler.
I would think so.
It's
Scotland, although this year, because I know like in England and stuff, most people do not have air conditioners in their houses because they don't need them. So yes, I would say it's generally cooler in those areas.
So, the Cadborosaurus.
We'll bring eggs on Easter.
That's the Cadbury bunny.
According to my research.
Do you remember that old commercial?
Yes.
Anyway. This thing likes cold weather.
Like I'm going to say, you moved me from 0 to probably 30-35%, but the picture, well, you had me a little higher, but the picture moved me back.
Told you to forget about the picture.
So I'm still saying this is a legend. People are seeing something, but I think things get exaggerated. Instead of 16 to 49 foot, it's probably a foot that looked like maybe 7 foot long.
That was a baby.
How do we know it was a baby gas pump? I'm sorry, that's what it looked like to me. I'm not.
Just for that, we're not doing the chupacabra.
But I want to do the chupacabra.
No, you have to wait. I'm not doing it.
But, wow. I know how we can get rid of the...
Chupacabra?
No, the Cadborosaurus. The Cadborosaurus. I've been saying that, dude.
Caddy?
Yeah, because he likes cold weather. We can tell him to stand in a corner because it's always 90 degrees.
Why are we mirroring
I want to
each other?
know. I don't know.
Stop!
I'm not doing that. It's just our normal reactions, I guess. I want to know from the people out there.
You want to know what love is?
What love is. We're not going to. No, that's not a meat.
No more
song.
duets.
No. I want to know from all of those out you.
You okay?
I am perfectly fine. That Diet Dr. Pepper's kicking in.
Stroking out.
I think I am. I've been out in the sun today.
Oh my god.
I want to know from. Oh man, look, you got two on the same arm. Wow. Look, I don't have any. If you eat onions, you won't get mosquito bites. I want to know from everybody out there that watches this whether you believe that picture was real or a gas pump.
Told you to forget about the damn picture.
I want to know.
The picture is not an important part of this process right now.
You brought the picture in as evidence. Your Honor, I submit to the jury.
Mistakes were made.
The chupacabra is real. Oh, wait a minute. We're not on that one yet.
If you see creatures posed in front of a garage door,
it's gotta be real.
Gotta be legit. Where else would you pose a creature?
I really want to know.
Where else? What, seriously, where else would you pose a creature?
Not in front of my garage door.
What if that's the only place that you had that was level?
It seemed dry. I want to know how they did. They throw it on top of the hood and across the top of the truck and drive it home.
Yeah, how did they get it home?
Tie it on the roof like a deer.
Well, it's like a sea serpent, right? So, like, I'm thinking like snake-like.
Put it in a cooler to keep it alive while they got it home.
Just, like, wound it up like a
and
hose.
Could you see the person's spouse who has to clean that or was going to clean that? And they go, I ain't cleaning that thing. We eating good tonight.
Oh, they're gonna eat it.
Well, why else would you lay it out on your table?
To be like, hey, I found this.
Actually, if you go to BP, it's probably in use again. I got you to cut your eyes. That's my goal. I want to know, folks, seriously, if you watch this, drop us an email and let us know. Real or gas hose? I'm going with gas hose.
Legit or lore? Not a fucking gas hose.
Legit
man.
or BP? You're cracking me up. Oh, folks, this is our normal. We'll sit here and she'll crack me up, not even say anything. It's her facial expressions that give me. But you did move my needle a little bit. But the more I think of, why is my hand covering your face? The more I think about it, I might be going back this way a little bit.
Because you're overanalyzing the picture, and I told you the picture should not have any.
Look how big my hand looks on it.
Because you've got it like right in front of the camera.
It's a big hand.
Mine looks big too when I put it right in front of the camera.
I messed up too.
What's happening?
I don't know if the gas pump's taking over. You think it's that time, or you have anything else you want to try to convince me with?
That's all the research I did.
You did move me some on this one. You really did, but the like I said, the gas pump kind of did me bad. But folks, I really want to know what your thoughts are on this. And if everybody thinks it's real, I'll change over and say it's real. It's a real gas pump.
No, that defeats the whole purpose.
You have to keep. You did move me on this one last week. I thought it was total lore. All of this, except for the alien side. That was. I don't know why that I found that fascinating.
Wait, you're judging overall, like all cryptids across the board?
So far, of what we've covered so far.
I'm thinking individually though.
Individually, this one is.
Like we need to determine individually because. Just because this one's not real doesn't mean that one's not real.
So out of the 3 we've done so far, I'm going to say they've all been legend.
I'm going to say mermaids are real.
Legend.
They're real.
Legend.
Mermaids are real. What was the other one we did? Stand by.
The prod's no...
the Loch Ness Monster's evil Russian cousin.
The evil Russian cousin.
Yeah.
The mutant beaver.
I'm gonna say that's legend because I said that last
That's
week,
legend.
so I have to reiterate that. And then this one I'm saying is legit.
Legend.
No, legit.
Legend.
It's legit.
Legend. But you did convince me more this week. I did at least like 30-35% towards legit.
So itchy.
But Nah, I'm gonna have to go legend.
Legit.
So far I'm legend on all of it, except for Fatty Walsh.
Walsh.
Yeah, Fatty Walsh, and the lady in blue that goes around and pats people on the bottom.
You believe in spirits? We did that whole ghost series.
There's all kinds of whiskey and stuff in the liquor stores, all kinds of spirits.
You're an idiot.
I don't know. That when we get back to that series, we'll discuss that. But that whole series,
I don't know that we're ever coming back to that series.
yeah, we are, because we're gonna do the ghost hunt. Remember?
When?
I don't know. Y'all were setting that up. Do I need to?
I thought y'all were setting that up.
I thought y'all were setting that up.
That's a major disconnect in communication.
Okay,
there.
well, we're gonna have to fix that. So we'll get that set up. Not a problem. Okay, so you're saying right now you're 2-1, 2 real and 1 legend,
Yes.
and I'm 0-3, all legend. What was that? Oh.
God.
But I will say on this one, I was a little more convinced.
A little more convinced.
And I could, if we revisit this after a little more, I could actually come back and say, okay, I'll give you that one. But not at this point.
Well, the next one we're doing is they call it Champy.
Champy? Isn't that a place in Murfreesboro?
Champy's.
I heard they have pretty good, like, Cajun food. We should charge them sponsorship for that.
I don't know that I've ever eaten Cajun food. Like, legit Cajun food.
I have one time. Or a couple of times.
I've made gumbo a few times. Red beans and rice. It's not like authentic though.
Kind of like the Cadborosaurus. It's not authentic. It's a guy's house. Guy's house. Guy's house.
Anywho.
All right, folks. This is going to be a fun series because you do have that element of belief in like the mystical, magical, unknown, which is really cool because you have that ability to kind of explore it with that open mind, and I have that kind of cynical mind. So this is going to be interesting as we continue down this path. Now, don't get me wrong, I think all of it's really cool. Everything we've talked about is really cool. But in my mind, I try to find, I guess we're looking at research 2 different ways. You're finding ways to legitimize, and I'm finding ways to justify this is what this was.
Well, I'm trying to give solid, obviously I can't find solid proof on this stuff. Like, there's just no way that I could do that unless I went there and saw it for myself and cashed,
We should start scheduling road trips.
But, some of us have to work for a living.
Me too.
At a job they love, if my boss is watching.
That's not what she said last week.
I love it so much. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. You should have talked to her on Wednesday night. I'm just kidding. She loves her job. Kind of like that was a real monster, not a castle.
Anyway, so I think that's all I've got.
Yep, I think it's that time then.
Also, real quick, just want to give a quick good luck to my boys in black and gold.
I hope they do well tonight.
I hope you rock it out.
I do. I hope they do well. I hope they have a great season opener.
Do it. You know you want to.
Not really.
Anyway.
But I will say this. If they're not playing my team, then I do root for Vanderbilt.
Your team is stupid.
Even though I like
them.
to give daughter a hard time. So I do hope they play well tonight and represent the SEC well and win.
I think they're the only SEC team playing this weekend, aren't they?
I believe so.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Anyway.
Yep, prime time. All right, folks, till next time, remember, don't take a picture of a gas hose and claim it's a chupacabra.
And if you're going to do that,
Cadborosaurus.
don't do it in front of your garage door. Amen.